Last time on episode 154 of AWSM Comedy Radio.
Oh, I forgot my coat. If you could just mail my coat. My address is 144440, hang on.
So if you like that, check out episode 154. But now, it's time for episode 155.
We made it. AWSM Radio.
Damn, that was good.
Hello, welcome to AWSM Comedy Radio, pre-recorded live in Oom Photography Studios. I'm Logan.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Nick. So, I think we just go right into our opening game. And our opening game is called Hashtag Coleman. And this is where everyone in our studio audience and home audience at large can just play along whenever they hear this. I'm going to say a word that is currently trending on Twitter. You are then to just say the first thing that comes to your mind. Free association. Everyone in the room and at home, please feel free to shout out how you associate with hashtag Amber Rose. Not all at once.
311.
Video.
Yeah.
Booty.
Who is this person?
Ooh, I heard perfume.
Yes, there are 340 strippers named Amber Rose in the United States.
That's a really good statistic. And I like facts. And that's how you play. Hashtag all play. Here with us today on the Purple Couch are two guests, one of which is the brother of that guy sitting across from me.
Not you, Billy. If you think it's you, it's not you.
It's not Billy.
Wanted a brother.
It's not Billy. Billy will remain brotherless. We're talking about Joe Lalonde.
Hello.
And also right next to him is Billy Bullion.
Hello.
So yeah, let's welcome them for coming all the way out here from wherever they're from.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't really matter. It matters what they're doing and what they've done and how they got here. So Joe, what have you been doing? You just finished a show.
I did, yeah. I had a show. It was a character solo sketch, character showcase.
Character?
Character.
Okay.
So,
I like it.
It's pronounced
Yeah,
Chirakatur.
Chirakatur showcase, and so I would do a few
Good
different...
yes and.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome yes
Thank you
and.
very much. And just a few different sets as different characters, solo sketches. It was fun, yeah.
Where was this going on?
This was at the IO Improv Theater.
Oh, that's in Chicago, isn't it?
Correct, yeah.
That's a good one.
Is that your favorite one? Like the others can suck it, you're all IO all the way. Do you have an IO tattoo?
No tattoo. You know, I'm impartial. I'm a fair judge, no bias.
Well, that's good. And you just recently moved here, so you're already out there doing your thing.
I'm trying, yeah.
How long have you been doing your thing, Billy?
Which thing? Oh, my.
Performing,
Oh, my
writing,
thing.
directing, all of
long
those
time.
things.
Over 20 years in Chicago as a professional. Ever since
And
college.
the new thing that's on the table. Let me
the
take
new
a deep
thing.
breath. Jesus Christ Superstar Do-It-Yourself Messiah Complex. This is a one-night only thing that's
Yeah.
happening.
Easter night.
7 p.m. at the Frontier Theater. Is this part of the Jackalope Theater?
Yeah, it's the Jackalope
company?
Theater. Their new or their old. It's this deli they converted into a storefront theater called the Frontier. It's at 1106 Thorndale, right off the Thorndale Red Line stop.
Oh, can people still eat during shows? It's a cheap question, but
I'm not sure if the slicer's still plugged in. You may be able to.
Cool. Tell me a little bit about the show itself, because I'm interested from the title alone.
Yeah, I'm always been a big fan since I was a small child of the Jesus Christ Superstar album. Not the play and not the movie very
The
much.
play can suck it. You have an album
The
tattoo.
play can suck it.
And the movie can suck it as
Because
well.
the concept album's more like a rock opera, more like the album of Tommy or other things like that. And so I decided that I kind of wanted to do a half Rocky Horror Show sing along, half variety vaudeville thing based on the songs of the album. So we're either doing or playing the songs of the entire album in its entirety. So there'll be like 20 different performance artists doing stuff.
Now, are the
kinds of
performance the performance artists, are they booked ahead of time, or is this something that someone
Yes.
can sign up for and just come do a freestyle
karaoke
interpretation?
Being that it's almost Palm Sunday, we kind of locked it down this week.
Well, that's good.
But then part of it's just going to be very free form, and if no one does a thing for a certain number, I'm just going to put the needle down on the vinyl and just listen to it for
Let
3
it
minutes.
roll.
It's not an open mic. You can't. If you were Sharkula and you wanted to show up, you couldn't do that.
Actually, I think we would probably make an exception if Sharkula showed up, because it would be like, it's like, great, what song you want,
you're listening,
man?
Sharkula.
Sharkula's here.
You'd have to.
Yeah.
So, we come together once a month here on the Purple Couch and in this room to marry a bunch of
It is
artists,
purple.
writers, directors, creators, if you will, together in this space. So thank you for coming, and thank you all for coming. And let's have a round of applause for everyone that's came so far. But just curious, since we have so many performers in the space, has anyone done Jesus Christ Superstar? Because I've done it.
I've done
you,
it. Yeah.
What did you play?
I was just a guy. Yeah. I got into the cast late, though.
Bible dude.
I was, yeah.
You were just like filling in for Joe Cheese or Joe Lalonde.
I was like the
who
only,
dropped out.
I think I was the only guy who wasn't a
Gay.
apostle.
Oh, okay.
I might
I'm
maybe
talking
also
about my
gay. Maybe
cast.
Jesus was gay. I don't know.
Better not say that in Indiana. That was another word. That was another word that was trending on Twitter earlier.
Topical.
Boycott Indiana, actually. I was Simon
Now
Zealot.
there's a reason.
and I saw someone else raising their hand. What, like Sherman? What were you?
I was all the one-liners that weren't assigned to roles.
Okay.
So you said someone Christ,
I was like-
King
I was
of
like
the Jews.
understudy, but I
Oh,
couldn't
nice.
take it.
Oh.
Wow, we got some tenors in the room.
See, look at this. See, this happens. And now you know what happens? A game!
Yeah.
If you show it
This is a long intro. There's a short one, too.
enough,
Thank you for that.
even labyrinths will all make sense to a child's left brain. Could be an acid trip. Rape and murder's all legit, 'cause kids will watch most anything.
Thanks to Grud for that little ditty.
Okay, so you two are going to be playing a game called Kids Will Watch Most Anything. I'm going to have 3 obscure children's television shows total. I'll give you the title of the show after I play a segment of the opening theme song from each show. And you'll take turns trying to pitch the show to me. You have about 30 seconds to pitch the show. But really, it's however long you want to take.
Cool.
So, Joe, you're going to go first.
All right.
You're both going to do this one, but Joe will go first. Here is the theme song for the first show. No, that's not it.
Let me take that one. Let me guess.
I got too many buttons.
I got it.
Joe.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Here you go. All right, that was Vampires. That's Vampires from 1997. Joe, imagine I'm a producer. Try to pitch me this children's show that you know nothing about.
Sure. So vampires, it's
Yeah.
the hottest thing we got cooking on the griddle right now.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that lightly, because they literally are chefs. These vampires, you could hear their ovens heating up, and I think that they also are in a band. It sounded like there was like a rock and roll vampire.
I like
chefs.
the band angle. That's interesting.
I like the sounded like angle.
Yeah, and I think they also, some of them may be from outer space.
Okay, all right.
can
I'll
work
take
that
that under
out. Yeah, we
advisement.
can work that out.
Billy, why don't you try pitching me Vampires from 1997?
Vampires. It's funny. It was the 3rd most popular trending hashtag this morning after Amber Rose and Boycott Indiana. Vampires is really, it's a story of very misguided vampires who go around sucking the blood out of plain white unmarked vans. So it's kind of a reverse stalker thing. It's like, you know, yeah, that's kind of, and I think we've lined up DeVito and Schwarzenegger to play twins in this children's show.
Good. That's interesting. Yeah. You know what? That's close enough to reality that I'm going to give the point to Billy.
Yeah.
Here's a little bit about the real vampires. 4 ordinary teens were accidentally caught in the path of a falling meteor. The meteor transformed them into motorvaders, heroic robotic guardians to protect the night from the evil forces of Dracula and the rest of the vampires.
Their vampires are vans that suck the gasoline out of other cars. This is a real show.
Yeah.
Tom, you appeared
Tom, you've
too
seen the
terribly
show?
passionate about it.
I've seen this show and I remember it finally.
So if
I
I
remember
find
finally. I remember
it's
seeing
1
that.
point for Billy so far. If I find your answer, your response more entertaining or accurate, I'll give you the point.
Sure, okay.
Which are mutually
That's fair.
exclusive.
You're right. You're right.
Either way. So here's the second one. This is going to be Billy first and then Joe. Here's a little bit of the intro for the second one.
Falling into the heady realm, spinning, turning, whirling, twirling, down. And when he looked into the skies, he couldn't believe his ears or eyes. Lidsville is the cookiest.
That's all one theme song. That's from 1971's Lidsville. Billy, why don't you pitch me this show?
I've seen Lidsville.
Oh, he's got upper hand here.
This is Charles Nelson Riley's vehicle from the makers of H.R. Pufnstuf, where I think it's a spin-off of H.R. Pufnstuf where the same characters it's the Sid and Marty Krofft stuffed animals. It's really wacky and psychedelic, and kids will love it because it's just it just says 60s in the early 70s.
Wow, that sounds pretty accurate,
Charles
Joe.
Nelson- I can do my
why don't
Charles
you
Nelson
try?
Riley.
Why don't you try to see if you can out entertain his accuracy?
Can I just?
I know.
Okay.
That was not entertaining. I'm sorry.
So Lidsville is all about a town comprised of jars. Everybody who lives there is a jar, and additionally, they also wear hats colloquially known as lids. And here's the thing: it is based in the late '60s, early '70s. It's got that vibe to it. It's a throwback show, so you can get the parents watching it with the kids, and then they're gonna buy their own. We're gonna merchandise, have some hats, and in
merchandise.
the
That's
kitchen,
big money.
get a whole kitchenette set of the jars they use. So I mean, it's more than just a show. I got a whole line of stuff rolling out.
Nice,
So.
nice merchandise. That's crucial. You know what, Billy? You are right on the money there. You do know about this show, but just to make the
wore a
game more
great
interesting,
top hat.
frankly, I'm going to keep it at a 1-1 and give the point to Joe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we got one more, coming up
generous.
here. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Lidsville, as you could tell, was pretty trippy. It was about a teenage boy named Mark who fell into the hat of Merlot the Magician and arrived in Lidsville, a land of living hats. The hats on the show are depicted as having the same characteristics as the humans who would normally wear them. For example, a cowboy hat would act and speak like a cowboy. That's Lidsville. Only lasted 2 years for some reason. Can't imagine. Let's go on to the last one we have here.
Got to snort.
Well, you heard it. Some of this intro. Somebody in the audience was responding strongly to that intro. That was from 1982's The Gary Coleman Show.
Okay.
Which I will reveal, just at this point, it's an animated show. I'll give that away as well. The name is The
Okay.
Gary Coleman Show. It was an animated show from 1982. Joe, you're up first. Why don't you try to pitch me this?
The Gary Coleman Show, as we heard, it's about Gary Coleman owning a honky-tonk tavern in Tucson, Arizona. And he's doing the best he can. The thing is, it is animated, and it is called The Gary Coleman Show. However, it is voiced, the character of Gary Coleman is voiced by Emmanuel Lewis. They didn't get him on the contract to actually voice it, so there is
Right.
that, but that's the show.
Okay. All right, Billy, what's your
Good
Gary
close.
What's your Gary
Strong
Coleman show?
close.
Gary Coleman Show. This is the same team that brought you Sanford and Son. Gary Coleman Show is kind of a prequel to Sanford and Son. Gary Coleman is the young Red Fox.
Okay.
But it's animated. The kids are going to love it. But there's the same garbage, trash heap that they kind of live next to, and Grady is a peppy little 10-year-old next door, and the little girl gets to say "Watch it, sucker" in a really high pitched voice.
That's
so
nice. It's a tie-in with
appeal.
2 entirely different shows.
Yeah.
Sanford and Son and God, I forgot the name of the other show that he was on.
Gary Coleman?
Lidsville. I think it was Lidsville. Yeah. Well, as it turns out, this was based on Gary Coleman's 1982 made-for-TV movie, The Kid with the Broken Halo. The Gary Coleman Show featured Gary Coleman as the voice of Andy LeBeau, an apprentice angel. In each episode, Andy is dispatched to help a child in need. The antagonist in each episode was Hornswoggle, who is not actually a little person wrestler dressed as a leprechaun. So, I neither of you were that close in reality, but I am going to give that one to Joe for the win, and Kids Will Watch Most Anything.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Watch most anything.
Again, special thanks to Grud, the awesome band that makes not good, not great, but Grud music for that little jingle. That's awesome. Thank you all so much. And thanks to our guests that have joined us here on the Purple Couch, Billy Bullion and Joe Lalonde.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Be sure and check out the awesome show that is Jesus Christ, a Superstar Do-It-Yourself Messiah Complex, 7 p.m. at the Jackalope Theater Company, Frontier 1106 West Thorndale at 7 p.m. on Easter Sunday.
And let's get a little bit of what else is going on that weekend around Chicago.
Oh, it's time for community events, isn't it?
Right. Wait, what weekend is it?
April
3rd, 4th, and 5th. I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yes,
April
you would
5th
know.
Is Easter. Yeah.
Okay,
April
so
5th.
I know.
April
Does I have a
8th,
technical rehearsal?
Aside from
we've
Easter.
got the How to Do Everything podcast live at Hideout, where you can learn to do everything, apparently.
Yeah, that's
You
that
can
following Wednesday. So that's
Become omnipotent.
Apparently.
that's the only one we got, I guess, for that week. That
Well,
Wednesday,
also,
April 8th.
April 11th. Is that the same week?
No, that's next week.
That's
Okay,
another
never mind
week.
then. You won't.
So
you
join
have
us next
wait till
time to hear
next
about
week
that.
to find out about that. Also, Joe paints paintings of fat animals wearing hats.
I do.
Buy them.
Thank you for the plug.
Lids, if you will.
Fat animals wearing some lids, man.
You are responsible for putting a link in the description below.
Oh,
So
really?
that people can find a way to purchase
I don't know
those
how
things.
the internet works.
I know.
Is it a series of tubes?
Just go to that podcast. You'll learn how to do it.
Okay.
How to do everything.
I do everything.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah, it's everything
guys.
perfect.
Let's hear it again for Joe and Billy.
Thank
You've been listening. Oh, you've been listening to AWSM Radio. AWSM Radio. For free.
So if you like that, check out episode 154. But now it's time for episode 155 of AW. I give up.